Hello there. It is spring, and nothing says spring like English 103. Aren't we going to have fun? This is going to be a very fast semester, and so I don't want anybody to fall behind because my goal is to prove to you that you are brilliant. And I am very good at this, and I hope that you will be curious as to how I'm going to go about proving to you that you are brilliant in ways that I don't think you might have known before. So let's get excited. I'm going to take you through the course, and that way when you log in to the class, when the course opens, you'll know where you're going. So I think that'll be helpful. And before I log into the course, I just want to mention a couple things. First, there is the concept of items that are due when they're due. This is not a self-paced class. Because this is a very fast course, if you miss a day, that is a week. So we want to make sure that you stay up with the curriculum. That said, I know you have lives and jobs and families and careers and important things that are in your life also, and I want to be here to work with you. I am your #1 cheerleader, so I want to be here to work with you. One of the impediments that gets in my way is AI. I have created a new series of videos that show you how to use artificial intelligence as your writing assistant, not as your substitute. And I understand the temptation. I have faced it myself. I have mastered a way of working with AI that is not a substitute for me, but helps me with research. It helps me find information, and I appreciate that resource. But it is a resource. It's not a replacement. So let's work together on that and make sure that we get to your brilliance. I don't want to know that ChatGPT is brilliant. I want to know that you are brilliant. So let's look at the course together. I want to spend too much time on this. Let's look at the course together, and that way you'll see where you're going when you get there. When you log in the course on your computer, and remember you do need a computer to take this class, you will see on your far left your menu bar that navigates you to your dashboard, which is where you'll see all the courses that you're taking, your account, the calendar, which shows your due dates, your inbox where you will find your email, and the help desk. Over here in the center column, this is how you navigate through the course. Your announcements, modules, assignments, discussions, syllabus, grades, the library, tutoring, NetTutor, and Zoom. Now, Tech Help is over here. If you have trouble getting an assignment to upload or whatever is going on there, remember, I can't give you any I don't have any skills with technical assistance. But if you I'm going to show you one thing that will help sometimes avoid needing this tech help. Let me show you one quick thing. This is just one example, so I only want you to pay attention to this right here. You see the file type that shows PDF? If you tried to upload something other than a PDF, that's where you might have run into a problem. So that's something to check. When you start the assignment, you will start the assignment here. Sometimes let's make sure that we see this together real quick. Let's say that I've got this assignment ready. I've created the PDF. I have saved it to my computer desktop, and I'm ready to submit the assignment. I'm going to click Start Assignment. Now, do you see this? You see where it has these different tabs? We only want a file upload because we saw that at the top of the page where the assignment was. What's this type of assignment? It's a file upload. So we only stay here. Pay no attention to the rest of these. We want to come down here. We want to find the PDF that we have saved and submit the assignment. And it's that simple. So reach out for tech help anytime you're having a problem with something. And remember, before you contact tech help, to check that little thing. Was it the right type of assignment? Did you save it as a PDF if that was required, so forth. Student services are here, course modules are here, and the course syllabus is right here. I have an entire video on the course syllabus, so I don't want to go over that here, but you will want to take time out to do that. So now we have the course modules. That is where the entire course is located. Let's go over and look at the modules together. So you see that this is where we are, course modules. And you see that this is from the district about anything that you need information about there. Now we have the Start Here menu, which is from me, and you're going to read each one of these pages. Some of them are very short. Most of them have videos. So take time to learn the information that's contained here. This is that information about AI that we talked about just now, but I want you to know what those boundaries are. You know, again, I want to prove to you that you're brilliant. Now, lock your topics. I know you look at that and you go, what does that mean, lock your topics? Well, I have never been a person who believes that everybody needs to read the same things. I've never understood that. Why does everybody have to read the Scarlet Letter? I don't know. You have different interests. There are things that you enjoy, and I want you to explore those things. That's your brilliance, is your choices. So there are two things that you're going to be locking. You're going to be putting down so that you are the only one who will be doing that topic. And that is your persuasive essay topic and your image for the final essay. Let's just take one moment and look at those choices together. Later in the semester, you're going to be writing a term paper, which is a persuasive essay that I call Dinner Party. And you're going to be hosting a fictitious dinner, and you're going to invite featured guests to pitch your idea for a cause that you have selected to the guests that you've invited to your party. So let's say I invite my neighborhood to come to my party, and my purpose for my party is I'm trying to raise money for the little park that's in the middle of our neighborhood. So I'm going to have a little dinner party, and I'm going to ask people to contribute goods and services to rebuild this park. Maybe that's my topic. Whatever it is, you're going to lock down that topic so nobody else could write about that. This is how you do that. You're going to click the reply arrow once you make your decision. Now here's a little link to some broad topics to give you some ideas. Anything you're interested in, I'm interested in. So whatever comes to mind as a topic that you would like to create, that's where we're going to go. So here are some broad topics with links of just general categories, if that sparks your interest. See what interests you and go take a look over there. Let's say I look over here and I think I want to go with service and benevolence clubs. I'm going to click that link. These are some charities that exist that I might scroll through to see if any of these are interesting to me. And when I pick whatever it is that I pick that's interesting, I'm going to lock that topic in the discussion board. And if I'm on this page of broad topics, I simply go back, and now I go to that discussion board where we just were. I'm going to click reply. And in the box, I scroll down. Now in this box, I'm going to put my name and the topic that I'm locking. And I'm going to click reply, and that will lock my topic, making sure that nobody else has already locked that topic. At the end of the semester, you will be writing your own narrative essay that will demonstrate an understanding of the principles we have learned in this course. And you're going to do that by creating a crime story. So to do that, we're going to go over here to where we're going to lock that image. This is very important to make sure that you are the only one using the image that you selected. And here are the images from which you can select one that you would want to organize some sort of crime story about. Because a crime has proof and evidence and all those aspects of English 103 that we have studied throughout the course. And so let's go and look at these images together. You are required to select one of these images, and when you pick the one that you want, take a screenshot of just that image, and you will lock that the same way that we just did dinner party. Not all crimes that were committed are serious, and some can be cartoonish in nature, as you can see here. And scroll through and look at all of them. There are wonderful images. And yes, you do need one of these as your title image. From there, you will find all kinds of images that will go along with what you are writing. But for this, for the title image, you're going to want to use one of these. And there are quite a few that you can select from. So I think that's a good start for that. Now let's look at the other pages in the modules section. We left off here. After you've read the pages here, then you're going to want to come down, and this gives you an overview of the discussion boards. There aren't very many, as you can see, and that's why the ones that are there are so very important. Study materials are here. We do not have a textbook for this course. You don't need to buy anything. Everything you need to know is contained in this section of the course, which is like our textbook. And you will study each of these pages. You'll find tutorials there, information, and this is what you will be studying for the course. And you can see there's not a million chapters here. It's good information. Now, each week is labeled with the week number and the date and what kind of assignments are due that week. You simply click on each of the pages and you will complete the assignments. I know at the beginning of the semester there are quite a few. We're laying the foundation for your brilliance. And then we have this, and we go on through the course. You will receive an email every Saturday that shows you the weekend preview, and you will also find that in your calendar so that you know where to go. And then we end the course with the creative writing essay, which is everybody's favorite thing, and it certainly is mine too. And that everything must be due here because obviously I've given you to the last minute. That's about all I have to get things started for the semester. I'm really excited about this. Some of you are taking this and now you're going to transfer on to your next education steps or whatever path you are on. But for this little part of your journey, I'm going to prove to you that you're brilliant. And I hope that you will help me do that. I hope you'll be curious about how I think I can do that. And follow along with me, follow the directions, take time with each one of the assignments, and I promise you the chances are excellent that you're going to have a good outcome from this semester. My office hours are shown in that same Start Here section, every Monday, 11 a.m. to noon. If that conflicts with you in some way and you wanted to meet up with me, you can let me know and we'll find a time where we can meet up on Zoom and I can help you with whatever needs you have. I want to be here for you, and I want to have a really successful journey on your path to your brilliance.